はい。開けました。みんな聞こえておりますでしょうか？大丈夫？聞こえてる？多分大丈夫なので始めたいと思います。皆さんこんきびです。花持ちきびです。今日ツイートします。今日はなんと日目のマジャーマンデーズで、まああんまり特別なことではないけど、普通に偉くない？その長くシリーズを続けて偉くないですか？日々は偉いと、ただそれだけ言いたかった。いや、金持ち日々です。We're gonna be mahjonging like normal, but I was just saying, like, isn't it? I don't even know what the translation. Not really like admirable. But like, isn't it good of me? I guess that I did 25 of them. It's fun seeing them stack up. I haven't missed too many mahjongs. I miss a lot more karaoke's than mahjongs, and I think that's a symptom of Mondays versus like the weekends, but anyway, that's really good. We're like pretty close. If we get a 3, I think we're like almost there. Or a 4, I suppose. So I didn't drink all of the water I was drinking last night. So I have both. I don't want this. So I have both a like half drink water bottle and like a 1/10 of a Diet Coke with me. I was thinking though, would I like, maybe it'd be more enjoyable for me if I like drank alcohol during this process. I don't know. I mean, it's already enjoyable, don't get me wrong. But like, maybe I can spice things up. That's what I mean. Maybe I could spice things up if I drink alcohol. Also, this hand's really coming together, so... Oh, that would have been a pair, which would have been nice, but... If we could just get a 2 or a 4, or I guess a 3 of this bamboo, then we're going to be in business. Or a 7 would be excellent as well. 7 would be actually much preferable, to be honest. Oh, he's close too, though. Dang. So that's safe. I'm trying to figure out what he has. This is safe. Huh. Wonder what this is. Ah, there's a red dragon. But I already tossed one, so goodbye. Ooh, lucky. Very lucky of me. I might have discarded that 4 if I had drawn the 7. I'll take a not loss. Ooh, wait, that's a lot of bamboo. Like, I'm already pretty close to various straights. Okay. Because theoretically, if I draw another one, then this would be fine as just like points. If I don't, then I'll just toss it. Wait. Ooh. Good for now. One in 6 of bamboo? Be decent? I think I'm gonna get rid of this. I think the stream is kind of over. I'm calling it dead after 3 tiles. Would it be crazy to go for a full flush here? I have other soundtracks. Oh, I don't. I have to summon them? Dang. I was realizing I've heard this tune a lot. I was curious if I can change it, and I can, but it's pay to win. That's very scary. Plus he has the Yaku already, so he's ready to win. Wow, okay. Wow, Rinshan Kaiho! That was basically all that hand had, but it's a pretty good hand. Good thing I don't get charged extra for being the one to have been Rinshan Kaiho. That's what I always like to do, just because it's the Saki thing. Just in the anime, it's her specialty move, so I always want to do it, even though it's not like worth that much more. Okay. We're tossing everything. We're going bamboo only. It'll be fine. Ooh, just give me more of these north tiles. It's kind of bad on its own, but with enough of them, I get door bonuses. Wait a second. We might be going for triplets. We might be on a new trajectory. If I just go pom pong. Kinda weak. Not all that convinced. Ah. Hello. Konbanwa. I'm doing decent. I feel like I haven't been streaming as much because I had some stuff, and then also like some of the stuff I wasn't expecting, so or how do I put it? Also, what am I doing here? I think this stream is dead. I think I gotta go triples. But I had some stuff that I had like a lot of things planned, but like my convention, and then I also had some stuff come up that I wasn't ready for. So I feel like I haven't streamed as much as I should, but otherwise I'm doing good. How have you been? Oh, that's terrifying. Very scary, this person on my left. The emo boy. Hello. Emo boy. He's expert? Why is he in this lobby? Oh, that's also scary. Dang. Safe, I guess. Although not preferable. Wow. Alrighty. That's not that strong. I can live with that. I gotta do something though. Even though I haven't lost yet. But yeah. Anyway, that's good. Hope everything's been well. Oh yeah, the Olympics started, because we're all worldwide. That was a thing. I don't know. I feel like there's various levels of... Oh, that sucks. I hate when... Really anything. When professionals don't do their job. Maybe this is just like me being a symptom of being like, not just unemployed, but like... I guess jobless is to me maybe a little different than unemployed in terms of like unhired. But I definitely really hate when somebody's paid to do work and they don't. And I think that's a symptom of like me wanting to work but not having, like, not getting hired. Where I hate it when somebody doesn't do their job. What am I doing? But yeah, like, the one that I always use because language speaking is when translators, like Crunchyroll translators, if it's anime or various kinds of translators, like mess up the translations. And I'm like, I can do that. And I would probably do it, charge like a lower rate. And it would give me work experience. But I'm still unhired and they get hired despite giving lousy work. I hate when, yeah. That's good though. I hope, you know, you get something out of it. If nothing more than an assurance that it'll be done right next time. But I hope you get something out of it. But yeah. But like, I hate when people get paid to do lousy work. And maybe you could say that, I mean, fair enough. But maybe you could say that I'm just maybe a little bit, I don't want to say too good a worker, but like, I just have a higher standard and no one actually works that hard, but I don't know. Estella さんこんばんは。ちなみに、デイさんは多分、19時半に到着しますが、デイさん will probably be 7:30, as she said. But I don't want to rush him. I feel bad. I think last week he rushed his dinner. I was like, I really like talking to him, having him on. But he doesn't need to do that for me. Okay, what's going on here? That's safe. Okay, we're going pairs now, except this is a useless pair because I already ditched the other half. That's hilarious. The 7 would be so good here. The 7 would be actually ridiculously good here. I would have a super strong hand. Am I going long? Oh wait, I am. Wait, I am. No way, that's okay. This is silly. Huh, interesting. Well, condolences. Ooh, wait, this hand's really good. Something about Fidu. Oh man, I just got a really good hand going. I was so close. And his hand sucked. Huh. So, like, that's worse. But you're also talking to somebody who lives in America? And I'm liberal, or at least, I try not to be too political, but I think, like, I'm from a younger generation. That's how I'll say it. So, like, I'm much more American healthcare is the devil doomer. So, when you look at it from that way, the fact that anyone will not completely fuck you over, and maybe they are and I just don't understand the situation, but the fact that I cannot imagine anything worse than the American system. So maybe I'm just projecting in its and all that, but maybe I'm just saying, like, because I can't imagine anything worse than the American system. And it says, you know, it seems like something, I don't know all the complicated stuff. But, yeah. Maybe just because it doesn't look as, or feel as bad? But, I can only imagine it still kind of sucks. I mean, yeah. Like, some of the most evil bodies of yeah, that does suck. Yeah. I just see the municipality pays them and I'm like completely like distracted. I'm like, what? You don't have to completely fuck over your entire finances just for this one thing? Oh. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Ouch. Yeah, I've been okay. I mean, up until this game, the Mahjong's been fine. But yeah, I missed my last karaoke stream. I was saying that I feel like I haven't been streaming as much in general because this month I had a lot of stuff planned, and then on top of that, some other stuff came up. So I knew I was gonna miss my my karaoke stream this week because I knew I was gonna miss my karaoke stream this week because I was at a concert for Flow, the We Are Fighting Dreamers people. But last week I missed my karaoke because my aunt visited and I forgot that she was visiting, or more like it was also kind of sudden. So, because it was like such sudden notice, I was spending time with her and missed my stream. But yeah, neither here nor there. Why am I so unlucky? I need a 3. I need a 5. What I need. That. I don't know what I'm doing here, to be honest. I think I'm like already screwed. But we'll see how this goes. It could be okay if I draw a 3 here. If I draw a 3 here, then I'm in business. Not quite it. If I draw a 3 here, then it'll be a pinfu as well. Probably better than a half outside hand. Well, the game keeps going because no one's dead yet. This could be an opportunity for me. Wow. Wait, I'm not in last place. I'm probably not going to get second, but I'm not in last place by like a few points. So if I can just win this next one, at least I won't take a huge loss. Let's try to win this one. Easy. I do feel like I'm above my weight class though right now. I feel like the other people at the table get their hands way faster than I do. Arigato. But anyway, oh yeah, I was saying the Olympics started, right? I'm sure everyone's rooting for their own countries. Because it was asked, like, how I've been. I try to be, like, positive. But, like, I also think I'm just, like, a generally negative thinker. But anyway, there's one thing that has been kind of bothering me. Which is, like, okay, so I like my parents and for the most part, I'm on good terms with them. But I see. But my dad can tend to be kind of racist. Not in like the full-on like redneck stereotype kind of way, but in the like I just think that what he says is kind of racist kind of way. Like, I feel like there's ignorant racism and like malicious racism, and both are bad. And it could be just me justifying it because I like my dad and I think overall he's a good person. Wait, 2, 3. I think I'm good here. Wait, I can just toss this. Yeah. No, that's especially so. I'm trying to win this quickly. Hey, hey, hey! How are you feeling? This is my friend. He has the banner. But he got sick recently, so I'm asking if he's better. Well, maybe not better now, but I hope he gets better soon. So we're wishing Wilson the best. Now, we are definitely in territory to get third here once this guy loses. And it's not worth very much, so. Hey, hey. But yeah. Anyway, I was telling a story to go to what Estela-san says. No, I think it's definitely bad. Kind of going out of order, sorry. I'm trying to address everything. Like, I think that unintentionally ignorant racism is better than like malicious racism, but it's but it's still like bad. And again, I might be justifying it a little bit because I'm not sure. But the person with the wrench is my friend. We're all friends here, but IRL friend. That was not such a bad game. It's okay. But anyway, so what I was saying about like racism, I think I might be justifying a little bit, like because I like my dad and I don't think he's trying to hurt anyone, that it's better to be ignorant than malicious. But I also tend to like kind of just not get grossed out, but like maybe like curse under my breath a little bit when, you know, when my dad will do something that I perceive as racist or say something that I would perceive as racist. So the reason I'm bringing it up, just because it's something that's been bothering me recently, is my dad made the argument that well, I don't know what that is. He'll have to respond himself. I don't think he is, but I don't know. Wait, south was the... I didn't realize south was the Dora tile. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. Oh no. Anyway, about what my dad said. This particular comment is about like the Olympics, right? And he was talking about how if a company, or not if a company, he has a problem with athletes training in America and using American funded programs and then participating for their home country. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the name's kind of, not in a bad way, it's a bit generic, so it's like, I can definitely see more than one awesome blob. Oh, wait, paid off. I think I'm gonna go for pairs here. Oh man, I definitely could have had the pair of south tiles here. That would have been good if I remembered, because I'd be going for triples too, and it'd be perfect here. Oh well. Scratch is in like the coding thing? We're pawning that. Getting rid of that. We're gonna get rid of both of these too. Pong, 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 pong. We're gonna play some ping pong. This could be dangerous. Safe. Oh, okay. Wow, that was lucky of him because he would have never gotten the sixes off of me. I didn't know there was that much of a community for what I always interpreted as baby coding. See, it was close because without giving away too much information without his consent, he does do programming, so you're not that far off, or you're not that many degrees off. But I do bring up programming as well because I took a code class, not a code class. Well, we tried doing this thing where I learned coding from him, and it kind of died after he got busy and we hit the difficult part of it. But it's relevant again because we're working on a project where I might have to learn it again. Wow. Oh, wow. Come on, just give me like the 3 and then the 1. Business. Oop. Okay, can I just talk about this for a second, Estela-san? You're a CS minor? What kind of smart things are you doing where you minor in CS? To me, CS is like either you're doing it as like your thing or you're not doing it. Like, that is some dedication. Like, to me, CS majoring makes sense because there's a lot of jobs where you need to CS major. But like, what are you doing that's like more difficult than... Like, what are you doing that's like more difficult than CS? Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I'm just gonna give in and call the... I'm gonna call the Rikishi. Fine. Yeah. I'm not surprised there's a lot of CS though. The online world seems to have a lot of it. 3. Oh. Wait, there's still 4 of them left. Please. Yeah. CS is hard. That's why I would be surprised you're minoring in it. To me, minors are always like the silly stuff. Frankly, I have 2 degrees that can be considered as top minor degrees. Except one of them's my major, but... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I guess I'm curious what your major is. Yeah. Okay. There we go, finally. Let's go. Long. Oh, I got 1 Urador as well. That's not bad, I'll take it. Yeah, I almost went with 2 majors and a minor, but that's so much extra work. Like literally, and money. Like literally, if I was gonna do the double major and a minor, it would have been like an extra semester and an extra class over 3 semesters. Like an extra class per semester over 3 semesters. But I think I probably could have done double major with a minor if I like chose a better major. It's just that English has so much stuff. And I don't like doing all that extra stuff. I'm just not that motivated. Well, that's way too complicated for me. I think something that like really threw me off though is that there's a lot of people who will talk about like what they're doing not requiring a major, and that always kind of pissed me off. Like, or not even just like not requiring a major. Like I understand the value in a college degree. Yeah, cognitive science is cool. But I understand the point of a degree. But like it always pissed me off when like a YouTuber or a VTuber or whatever will be talking about like how they got in, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I didn't do you know, they were just streaming a lot, which is cool. but then like their degree had nothing to do with anything. I'm like, man, that's a scam. But if you need it, you really need it, which sucks. But in the last week, I went to that Flow concert, which meant I was staying with an uncle, and I got to talk to him a lot about like various advice. So that was good for me. But one of the things I talked to him about is I guess perceived wasted effort. I want this. Probably not, right? Yeah, I mean, I've seen VTubers who have doctorate degrees. I've seen VTubers that are really smart. Like, from Niji Sanji, Sukoya Kana is like a trained medical professional. And she's taken breaks from her streaming career because she was getting her medical licenses. So there's some really smart ones, but I've seen a lot of them that are just like, I don't want to say like not smart, because they're still smart, but it's like they spend all this time getting a certain degree and then they don't use it. And that always pisses me off. Because I don't like wasting effort. So I was talking about like, ooh, that's probably not good. Or the two. So I said I was talking with my uncle about like perceived wasted effort, so to speak, right? And the example that I remember using was, I don't know if people will really get the sports analogies, but like I'm still in first, so if I win this next one, I win. But I don't know if people really get sports analogies, but it's like whether or not you perceive winning by a lot as any different than winning by like a little bit. But I always found myself kind of pissed off when somebody well, not when somebody overkills, when I overkill, because it feels like I wasted a lot of extra effort. So like, for example, right? If your degree took 120 credits and you did 150, would you feel like you wasted 30 credits, or would you feel like how would you feel about that? Because I would feel like I wasted 30 credits of my time. But then more motivated people will tell you that there's some things that you just have to do extra and not get anything for, and that just pisses me off. Yeah, well, are you referring to C's to the equivalent of the Americans C's get degrees claim? Because I wholeheartedly, well, I actually got better than C's in school, but I fully, yeah, no, I agree. It would really just be for fun at that point, though. In which case, you know, there's a lot of things, like I stream for fun, right? I would feel like I wasted my time if I didn't enjoy it. But I do it because I enjoy it. So if I did 30 extra credits, I would feel like I wasted 30 credits worth of time. And you know, if I'm talking to somebody from a, yeah, if I'm talking to somebody from an upper generation, well, actually, there's a lot of different perspectives. Wow, I just gave it my 2, 3, 4. Very cool. How did I do that? Same, by the way, kind of. I tend to get, fuck. Please don't be too much. Oh no, okay. I got second. That sucked, but I got second. It's okay. And calm down. That's fine. I basically got what I lost in the first game. But yeah, no, I got really good grades in school only because I like looked at the syllabus and I only did exactly what the syllabus did. But I would game the syllabus. So like, I guess on a more granular level, right? If it said to get a 95%, I didn't have to turn in like 3 or 4 assignments and I could still get 95%. And if I turned those 3 or 4 in, instead of 95, I'd get like a 96%. Then I wouldn't do those 4 or 5 assignments. So like for me, I only do the bare minimum to get what I consider like a market value increase. So to me, like getting an A versus getting a B is like valuable, I guess, for whatever reason. And if I perceive that the work to put in to get the A versus the B is not that much, then I'll do it. Ooh, this hand's insane. This hand's really good. Please let me win it. But if I perceive that, then I'll do it. But I'll do the bare minimum to get the A. So that's what I did in school. But I was talking to an older relative, an uncle, who very successful person, and I was asking for advice on like, you know, all that. And he was and he told me like it's valuable to take steps even if those steps aren't in the right direction, even if they don't really propel you to anything. And on the one hand, I find that very admirable. On the other hand, I have a really hard time following that. Yeah. To me, if you're not, depending on if it's like a test class versus if it, not a test class, but like depending on if it's a test centric class or a depending on if it's a depending on if it's a test centric class versus a versus like a paper centric class is different. Because it's very easy to, in my opinion, to get A's if you only focus on the syllabus and you stop caring about learning. But that's also generally pretty bad, so, you know, grain of salt and all that. What? Come on. This is tough. I want to go triples on all these, but do I go for the win or this is gonna be tough. I kind of want to go for the win though. This is gonna hurt me, but like internally this hurts me giving up the triples to go for a much weaker hand. But with the Yaku in hand. With the Yaku in hand and the triple Dora, I just want to take a win on this hand. So if I have to pawn one of these and get rid of my threes, then it is what it is. But that's so unfortunate. Damn. Wow. Okay. What a weak hand, too. Well, yeah, that's why I don't do stem. Stem's way too complicated for me. Oh. Well, your translation's a little bit vulgar, but I understand your point. In which case, I would also be a Mierenniker. I was actually kind of getting in trouble, not in trouble for this, but like, I'm helping my dad with a project of some kind because he also wants to give this work experience, my brother work experience and all that. And so we're getting like forms that we're supposed to organize, and these forms are so disorganized that I said that I was gonna like spend extra time just, you know, putting my ducks in a row because it's so bad and it's so horrendous to me that I like need to fix it. And I was called too meticulous. But whatever. Is what it is, I suppose. Yeah, I'm the worrying type. See, I'm not sure if this is like specifically an anxious worrying type thing or if it's like something that everyone does. But like, if I think something could go wrong, then I worry that it is going wrong. Yeah. Well, I'll like... Yeah, but then I've gotten in trouble the other way where I'll like quintuple check and they'll be like, why are you quintuple checking? Like, it's fine to just do it once. And I'm like, but I felt like I was missing something if... Yeah, Murphy's Law. Exactly. If something can go wrong, I feel like it will. So like, I'll double, triple, quadruple... But like, I'll double, triple, quadruple check everything. And then people will be like, well, why are you wasting, not company time because I'm not working right now, but like, you know, essentially, why are you wasting time when you're on the clock to do something when it was fine? And I'll be like, because I was worried that it was wrong. Yeah. No, we're probably not game. But like, okay, so I'm not a math person, so I don't know. But if you were to do the, solve, okay, we're gonna give up on this whole experiment. Yes, but how do I put it? If you did a math proof, how many times would you check it before you're like, okay, that's my answer? Wait, this hand got decent all of a sudden. Of course, I'm going to have to naturally draw everything, but if I can, then this hand's actually like very decent. Typically twice. That might even be like low for me. And regardless of whether I've checked it once or twice, I'll still think that something's wrong. Just based on feeling. Also, this hand was very close to a 13 orphans. I just didn't think I could do it with the west tiles down. So oh, there's the east, of course. Turning your rough sketch into a formal proof. I see. There we go. Okay, this hand has promise once again. Alrighty, good luck. I know you're doing difficult stuff. Yes. But that's very time consuming, and I've been told not to waste time on that, but I literally cannot function without wasting the time on it. Like, I'll worry that it's wrong, and thus it'll be, yeah, so that's cool. Please win this one? I haven't won shit. Actually, I got second place the last game. Could have gotten first. Is that dangerous? Ooh, what's safe though? This one? This one got discarded recently, even though it's the door tile. Question is, can somebody discard like a 5 or an 8 to prove that this is safe, please? Oh, I don't want to discard this. Okay, safe. This one could be dangerous though. But I already discarded it, so it's I'm fine. Wow, holy shit. That guy got sent to the Shadow Realm. Wow. Alright. I mean, I think that in general people will appreciate you going into detail if it's on your own time. But all of a sudden, when you start, like, I guess charging other people for it, then it becomes a problem. I mean, that sucks, yeah. I'm not really a mathematician, so I can't really vouch, but that sounds right. But I feel like I would be a very good like QA person, just because it would be a job requiring me to have good quality assurance. But people generally, unless it's for QA or something really like similar, don't like spending money on meticulous. They'd much rather it be wrong, and then they hire lawyers to cover it up. Or something similar. Maybe not always lawyers, but you know. Exactly. That shit pissed me off. Not that I didn't even really lose that much because of it relative to like coders or people like in the positions. But I mean, other just meticulousness things happen. Like my stock trading account for a moment pretended like I was at $80,000 because it cashed out all my positions, and then it changed around a lot, which is fine on its own. I don't really care what happens, but like in my history it shows it false. Well, it like shows the amount like way inflated, and I'm like, I'd like the history to be an accurate archive of my like account balance instead of what one CrowdStrike guy did this one time. Yeah, I mean, I also think I'd be good at marketing, but I don't have a marketing degree, so I can't apply to those jobs. But I think I'd be a very good marketing person. I think that if I were to reapply to colleges now, I would do it in marketing. I also just kind of broadly think that my life is, I don't want to say ruined, but like, I'm past, I feel like when you're a kid, if you make mistakes, there's generally enough time to fix them. I think that I'm at the point of my life where I can't so easily say that those mistakes will be fixed. What am I doing here? Do I want this? 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7. I'll pass on it for now. Ooh, that was good. But yeah, I think like if you make mistakes as a kid, it's not always like a major or a degree. Sometimes it's also work experience. So here's an example, right? Because I'm a philosophy major, I tried applying to a bunch of HR jobs. Entry-level HR jobs are the meme in which they are entry-level jobs that require 5 years of experience. And I'm not sure why, but almost without fail, like the 10, 20 companies I looked at, all of them required 10 years of experience, or not 10, but at least 5 years of experience for an entry-level position. So, pissed me off. Damn it. That's really bad. That is really bad. Okay, it's only kind of bad. I take it back. If it's just one red dragon, then it's still bad, but not nearly that bad. Well, yeah. I feel like I feel like all jobs nowadays are... The reason it's a meme is because there's so many jobs that are like that. But I do think that those are the worst of them. But here's what I'm thinking, right? This is what I've thought before. I'm not sure if this argument works for you or not, but take a... And he tossed away. But take a major like CS. Even though there's the meme that's like 5 years of experience for an entry-level position, at least your experience can be like Wilson, for example, my friend with the blue check mark. He's been using his coding for 5 years, so he has like a little bit of a reference. How the hell is somebody gonna get 5 years of HR experience through teaching and like schooling and like learning? That's what I don't get. Like, yeah, I mean, both are stupid, right? But at least you can kind of self-teach yourself certain code stuff. Or at least teach yourself through like school code stuff and then work on it on your own. I physically don't understand how you can get 5 years of experience in HR without working for a company. It physically does not feel possible, because the only reason you need HR is to gel with a company. Like, HR doesn't have as many teachable skills. It's a lot more like work experience skills. That's the one I really never understood. And it really pisses me off currently. Yeah. No, I agree. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I'm just saying that to me it's more sensible to say, well, we could at least like close our eyes and pretend. I physically don't understand how somebody could close their eyes and pretend. Yeah, it doesn't mean you're good, but I also don't know how many workers are supposed to be good, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like a lot of companies hire entry-level workers knowing that they're not going to get good quality and hoping to find a lucky, a lucky good worker on the cheap, I guess. Oh, shoot. That's really bad. That's really bad. That was really dumb.
Hello.
Hello! レイさん、来てきました。来てきました。
よ。
はい。こんばんは。
こんばんは. How are you doing?
Doing good. Wilson just has to head off right now, but he has been in chat. And today,
Oh, really?
our Dutch friend is here, which is very cool. And Estella-san was here before she had to go. So. That's cool.
I see. Okay.
Well, I was here the whole time. By the way, if Wilson ever wanted to join in whenever he wanted, he would have been welcome. But
he might be doing other stuff than just, being here. Right?
That's true.
So
just noticing, like, if he wanted to join, open invitation for him. As is me sitting here in the Discord. So. Wow, none of us were even close. That's shocking to me, actually.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Could be a bad thing. I am in the East seat here, so this is gonna be a good last round. So today's matches, we went third and then second, so we're up like 10 RR.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, you only did 2 rounds?
This is the third one. And this is the last, but this is also like the last
Oh, right, this is the last turn of the round.
Yeah. And yes, Dave, it is Dave. Yeah. I hope you... Was it a meal? Yeah. Was it eating?
Yeah.
Well then, I hope you enjoyed your meal and didn't rush.
Oh yeah. Well, I actually just took my time.
Yes. That's good. Yeah. I appreciated it last week, but I was like, I don't want you to rush.
Well, last time was, I actually, it depends on the food, honestly, if I can eat fast or not. The fact is, like, this food I just can't eat fast, so I was like, yeah, that's not happening.
Well,
yeah.
I'm glad you didn't rush. Welcome.
But yeah.
Now this hand could be very good, but also basically have to hit it naturally with a reaching. Oh, yeah. You're being asked what is the food that you were eating that took you a lot of time to momi momi?
Oh, well, it was kimchi stew plus with pizza on the side.
Oh, nice.
And the pizza was homemade, so it was taking a lot of time.
I see.
Plus the fact of eating it. Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't eat pizza fast.
I can, but oh, I am never discarding a red dragon again for the rest of the game. But that is a terrifying thought. Because you bring up pizza, we had pizza on like Tuesday and we had leftovers. Yeah. And when I left for a trip on Thursday out of town, I was talking to my dad and he was like, well, that sounds good. Pasta with spaghetti. But
oh, nice.
I'll look in the fridge and I saw I looked in the fridge and I saw like one pizza crust left over, and I was like, this, like,
Yeah.
I basically like knew that it wasn't gonna be eaten up. Wait, oh, I have these two. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, this is actually, I should not have taken that. Fuck. This is so bad. Holy shit. Oh, it's so Jover. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna have to go for a pump. I'm gonna have to sell the farm. Oh, this was really bad. I should not have taken that. Oh no. This is a disaster. Who puts the crust back in the fridge? I put the crust back in the fridge because because it was like a big pizza.
I think the answer is this guy.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
See how this goes.
Oh, now I can actually see the chat now. What the heck? Damn. Alrighty.
Fuck.
That is.
I shouldn't have taken the. Oh, I'm so fucked. Oh no.
It is definitely. You've been nani-kun.
It's Jover. I got last. I was not expecting to get last. I thought this guy was even more fucked than I was, but here we are.
Well, I guess you're not fully nani-kun, but yeah.
Yeah,
you
I'm
definitely
not dead, but that was. I got a little big for my britches there. Well, okay, but on that subject, I do of the crust. Oh, pork gyoza sounds good. I do generally try to eat the crust the first time it's made out of the oven because it's really the peak time for all the pizza, but especially the crust. So I do try, but this time I only ate 3 of the 4 halves, I guess, that we cut it into. So, or like crust parts. Actually, so fucked. The mill? Not sure what, like, the place where you go to get, oh, flour? Ah, I see. That makes sense.
By the way, good double start with the red.
Yeah. We're just gonna try to get some wins, because wins have been very light today. Like, just any hand wins.
I can see that with your result.
3-2-4. Should have been 3-2-3. Did a good job up to that point of not taking any stupid deaths. Oh yeah. I'm aware of it. I did not. Yeah. I'm aware of it, but I didn't connect it to the place where you buy food or like get flour. But now that you mention it, I've never seen flour made, so that would make a lot of sense. I'm gonna go triple. Triple. Ooh, baby, a triple.
Was it? As an American, like, wasn't a stereotype with the Netherlands always with the windmills with a lot of tulips, if I recall?
I don't recall, but that sounds familiar, or sounds right, I guess. I don't know about familiar.
I don't know.
If it was familiar, I'd be able to tell you what it sounds like, but it doesn't strike any bells.
Really? Okay. I thought that was like a common stereotype Americans have. Yeah.
Maybe like the Dutch, like having windmills?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I believe
I'm actually just unsure because, like, I don't know, you're the other American here. That you can speak.
I'll be honest, like, my not impression of the Dutch people, my stereotype of Dutch people comes from the book The Fault in Our Stars.
Oh, I see.
It was a vaguely important plot point. Actually, it was a very important plot point, but I always thought kind of vague.
Wait, really? The water pumps one. I see.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what a grain mill looks like, so. Oh.
Too bad you can't post pictures on the chat.
If I'm curious, I'll look it up later.
Mm-hmm.
The hell? That music sounded like reloading a gun. Also, that is probably a yabai.
What
picture.
the heck? That is the most triangular shape I've ever seen.
Person didn't call Richie, so we didn't have to pay out them. Alright. There's not many grain mills. Like, how do people make grain nowadays?
Machines?
Okay. That's what I figured, but are those machines then called mills?
I would imagine it would be. I actually wouldn't know because I have no idea.
Yeah, I also have no clue.
Yeah. But, yeah.
So close. I wanted this white dragon tile, but I think it's Jover. Because if I got it and then got a red dragon tile, then I'd be like almost in Yakuan territory.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta ditch this liability.
I don't think it's a liability.
There's two discarded. There's two red discarded, now it's two, so I had to give this up as well.
Well, oh, is the red the liability now?
Well, because you can't complete a triple on it.
Well, yes, I think, okay, I think it's just that the word liable didn't make any sense to me right off the bat, but I see what your strategy is.
Well, it's a liability in terms of completing the hand, because it gets in the way of completing the hand. Oh.
Okay. Because I was thinking more so on like a Ricci situation. Sorry, not Ricci. Oh
Yeah,
gosh. Basically, it's like a trap holding that tile.
Oh,
That's what I was
see
thinking.
What you mean. A Dora tile.
As a yeah, a Dora tile. But it's like,
yeah.
I don't think it is. So it's like
it's a save tile, but it's a save
Mhm.
tile, which is great when you're in the late game. But this early in the game, when I'm kind of really strong hand, it is it's a liability in terms of. Yeah, it's a liability.
Yeah, no,
in terms
that's
of
why
it doesn't help me click.
that's why I say it's like it makes sense what you said. Now I was just not thinking of it in that way.
If I had randomly chose to discard a 3 instead of 7, I would have won that hand off the 6.
Huh. Well,
I obviously didn't because that'd be stupid.
Yeah.
I want to win on a 4 or a 5, please.
It's somewhere.
There are 7 of them left. Some people are probably holding on to some of them, but not all of them.
There's no way. There's no way someone's holding three of them.
Thank you for the research. Apparently most flour is milled in factories nowadays, but you prefer to get it from the mill. I can't tell the difference, so.
Isn't one grinded with like stone or something? The other one is like, yeah, like I said, machinery that I am not familiar with. Nice.
Okay, that's a good win. I just need to not lose and not have other people surpass me. I'll be fine.
So no one getting nani-kuned.
Yes. Well, although if somebody did and that person isn't me and I get second, then I'm kind of okay with that too.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it helps support the maintenance of the historical grain mill.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
No, I was just going to say, I'll take a for sure second over a possible first any day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
No, that makes sense. I mean, you don't want to get fourth again. Yeah.
I got...
Well, I think the term nani-kun only makes sense if you get killed.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the guy, for context, the guy that was killed, so he get into negative points, we just call it nani-kun. Because we never seen such a destruction like that.
Yeah, well, I might have, but definitely not like that. Not to that degree.
Yeah. Because, like, I remember the guy went down, like, negative 10k or something.
Pretty bad.
It was really bad. Yeah.
Oh, some finely milled wholemeal flour. Like, how is
that a
flour
tasting
made?
or a diet?
Huh?
Oh, I was curious about whether the flour is just a tasting or like a diet thing.
That's a good question.
Yeah. But how is it made?
Yeah.
I mean, let's see. Not a bad idea to just look up, honestly. Give me a second.
I'll entrust that to you.
Yeah. How is flour made? Stone mills feature two large stones fixed to a platform. As the top stone grinds the grain into tiny pieces. The size of the grain is determined by how close the two stones are together. The milled flour is then sifted to separate the grain,
so
wheat, germ, and white flour.
Do you take, like, wheat? Like,
yeah.
Wheat is like the plant, and you just grind it really hard.
Essentially.
Gotcha.
It's a lot of, like, separating and cleaning and blending. That's what it essentially is doing.
Wholemeal. Okay. Sounds like a lot of work.
Well, you're not doing it. It's a machine doing it for you.
No, it sounds like we're doing it ourselves.
There's a reason why windmills is used to grind up the grain. Wait, I'm not sure what you mean, like, hard work, other than, you know, getting the wheat itself.
Collecting the wheat, but you also have to be there, like, at the mill grinding it, right?
You're not the one grinding it. The mill is doing it because it's powered by the windmill. That's the whole point.
How do I put that? Like, trying to think of an example. Like, don't you have to still sit there and...
Oh, you mean, like, kind of, like, manage it? Like,
I guess. And, like, put it on the place to be ground.
Like, placing it? Well, I'm not knowledgeable enough to say anything about this. I'm just, like, thinking about it. It's like, I don't think it's that much work other than getting the wheat itself and putting it there. But, like, grinding it, you're not doing the grinding. The stones that is set up already that turns grinds it for you, and depending on what kind of power, if it's hand powered, then obviously it is a lot of work. But if it's like windmill powered or water powered, which is usually what I think of. I don't think that's hard work. You're just kind of just like letting nature do the work for you there.
I see.
If you follow my drift on that.
I think I do. By the way, you say it's put in with a hopper, and I'm sorry, the only thing I can think of is like a Minecraft, like, you know, you take the... Okay, small, and.
It's definitely
He
small.
Gave it to me. Gave me the win. Yeah.
Wait, really? Wait,
yeah. That was easy.
Jesus, why is this round so quick?
Because there weren't a lot of doubles, I guess.
Well,
I'll take it. I only won one hand. I'm gonna claim my eye mask and my cushion. And then I need to play more on my own so I can grind out these grab bags.
Collectibles?
Well, because once you open the grab bag, theoretically you can pick... Okay, so you know how there's some like gacha games that are like pay to win, and then some that are like there's different pity systems, right? This might have one of the worst pity systems of all time. Okay.
Explain.
Okay. So in order to get rolls, I currently spent $5 for 2100 donuts, which are used to roll. That you have to log in for $5. You have to log in every day to get your 2100, which is like a 16 pull or like 13 pull or something. But if you don't do this, if you want to be truly free to play with characters, what you do is there's somewhere over here, gift. You can donate all the green ones for 1, the blue ones for 5, or the purple ones for 25. If I were to donate,
doesn't seem a lot. Okay.
If I were to donate these things to in my collection, so if I give up this and I get 50, then I can use those and can use those in the shop, and I can buy summon scroll summon scrolls. So 50 is one roll. The one roll odds are really bad because they can give you the things you just donated. It's really bad.
Oh shit.
Oh, I see. That makes a lot of sense, by the way. The hand-powered version of a mill is a mortar and pestle.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, this is why I meant it's like a windmill kind of just does all the work for you already.
Yeah. I guess then I don't understand the real difference between a factory mill and like a old-fashioned mill.
Efficiency. That's literally the difference.
Yeah,
and automation.
But that was saying that it's higher quality milled, right?
It's probably because it's much more careful, because you're hand picking the stuff, right? The machine doesn't really decipher what's a good one or not. No, but isn't it from the hopper? It's all done by a hopper. AFAIK?
As far as I know.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
That's what the shortening of AFAIK is.
I wouldn't say I'm very familiar with that, and also it makes a lot more sense with the hopper point.
Yeah, but I don't know how it's fresher if both are automated.
Well, it's fresher because it's right out from the mill versus the machine does the whole process and then takes it to the store, if that makes any sense.
Huh.
I don't know about higher quality.
Yeah, why don't we just move the machines to the mill? Oh, wait. Okay, I'm gonna abandon this whole thing. One sec, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this.
Yo, double what?
Well,
I mean, actually, you have a lot of doubles.
I just broke up this sequence, but I have a lot of doubles, so I want to call pawn. Like that.
On that, yeah. I think the only understanding about freshness, and I could be wrong on this, but like my understanding is because when you're getting it, you're at the mill itself, so it's already fresh out there. Versus the flour that you get in the stores are just like carried out essentially, and it's not always like filtered out either.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I'll take your word for it. To me, the only difference is whether the butcher sold it to the supermarket yet or not. So.
I mean, the butcher, I think, is like my understanding of a butcher is that the kills are very fresh, while the supermarket you can't really tell if it was freshly killed or.
I thought the only difference is
that
that the butcher first sold it to the supermarket.
Yeah, but then the supermarket would just hold on to it, right? Or
you mean until they can sell it? Yeah. But if you buy it fresh from the supermarket, I imagine that means that there's only been like less than a day between the butcher selling it to the supermarket and the supermarket selling it to you.
That's an assumption, but you can't make that assumption though, knowing that it's that fresh, right?
I don't know.
My understanding is, and by the way, I don't do that same practice of buying from the butcher. I don't mind either. It's just that like
Americans don't have butchers, so like American butchers go to the supermarket and sell it at Boar's Head or whatever in the supermarket. At least as far as I know.
I'll be clear, I'm not very knowledgeable enough about this whole concept. I
don't either.
Telling that like it's kind of fun, but like it's kind of like my understanding seems like it's just fresher because like the amount of times it travels isn't that much.
Yeah, but
that's about it. Because like for example, like it's fresher if you just buy the tomato straight on the farm itself than it is like getting it from the supermarket, because the tomato has been like traveling around and whatever means it did to travel to get that tomato over there, whether it's plane, train, or even trucks. Like you don't know how it got there.
That makes sense.
And I think that same logic goes with the meat and the flour. That's kind of like the idea. Now, whether to tell the difference, I can't say for sure, but that's kind of how I understand the logic, It's fresh because it's right there, like it was produced right in your face, I think you could make that same argument of like getting the flour out straight from the factory than it is to get it from the supermarket,
The butcher will also sell higher quality meat than the supermarket the customers are looking for. I feel like they'll just be priced out. Okay, we're going for simple.
It could be. Or not, it could be. I can't even. I don't even know.
But, okay, so this also just might be like a regional thing. Because my guess is where, like in the Netherlands, my guess is in the Netherlands you have more people that are actually going out to the store, like to the butcher and like to the market. And in America, you have the supermarket. No one, like I'm not sure American butchers that like, I'm not sure American specialty butchers exist.
Let's look up local butchers. Just out of curiosity,
Yeah. Oh, well that's another major regional difference. I would never trust an American business owner because they're in business. Capitalism and shit.
Oh yeah, there's a quote about the whole thing, about the US is not about quality, it's about quantity over quality. So they like to produce a lot. So I can't really relate too much about quality because it's always been quantity.
Because in fact, I would trust a butcher less because they have to be doing something to stay in business, and it's not quality in the US.
It's kind of a thing in America about quantity stuff, generally speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually why, like, we, at least for us two, we generally stick with the supermarket kind of a thing.
I'm saying I would not trust a specialty butcher because I would just assume that they're doing something shady to stay in business. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in business. So how have we not won yet? Just holding on to these fives.
Definitely someone who has the triple. The one missing one is someone has a sequence.
Somebody's just being an asshole and hoarding it. Also, I've discarded 3 norths and 2 easts. And a south.
That's kind of screwed.
There we go.
Yeah. Nice.
I won on the only 8 that was left in the game. But I couldn't find a single one of the 4 5s. That's wild.
Yeah.
I could win on 4 5s still in the deck, or 1 8, and I won on 1 8. That's crazy. Whatever.
Local restaurants? Yeah.
That's
understandable.
Makes sense. I mean, to me it makes sense, like, fundamentally, but like in America, it's not possible, so I can't wrap my head around it. Well, it's like maybe a farmer could be a butcher. How does a butcher even get their meat? Are they farmers?
Let me look this up. I can't answer this, obviously, and you don't know either, so let's just look it up.
And if they buy it from the farmers, then what was the difference between them buying it from the farmers and the supermarket buying it from them?
How do butchers get their meat? Yeah, right. Local farmers, they usually get it through building relationships over years to ensure the health of the meat. Basically, they're a middleman.
So why are butchers a thing then? That's my new question.
Butchers they exist because they're professional at killing the animal and cutting the meat correctly. Farmers aren't professionals at that. Although farmers could learn to be a butcher. But
okay.
Yeah, that's generally how it works. At least on that note.
So if a butcher works at a supermarket, then it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Remind me why we went on this again?
Because you were asking about the difference between the quality of the flours between a factory one versus a grain mill one.
I think I'm still curious.
I mean, the only difference, like, this is why I said, like, I think the comparability is literally if you go to the factory to get your flour, I think it's just as, like, much fresher, I think, than it as going to the mill, from my understanding of it.
Why is the slaughterhouse bad?
What do you mean, why is a slaughterhouse bad?
No, because...
It's sanitation issues?
Oh.
You do not want to have fecal matter or, blood everywhere. That's why most supermarkets don't have butchers in there.
I went lizard.
Which is a large-scale butchering operation. Yeah. So, yeah.
Sure.
I think the only difference in freshness is that you're getting it from the source rather than getting through a bunch of middlemen, which is what I understand it as difference in freshness.
Okay.
Because when you get it from a mill, you're not getting it necessarily because, you know, it was grinded with stone. It's because like it's literally from a fresh source right there. No like transportation that be made or some weird extra stuff. Quality difference is mostly that will find the
so what is so then what is somebody who sells an avocado? Not the supermarket. Like, what is the supermarket? So, if slaughterhouse is to supermarket as millhouse is to supermarket, I suppose. A grocer, I suppose. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This is a lot.
Does sound like it.
Oh
shit. Who they can?
Wait, so. Wait. Fog.
It's a very odd concept to think about now. Also, whoa. You got.
I'm not in furry 10 anymore. Because by discarding the 3, so because I had the 3, the 1 made me in furry 10 because it was a winning tile. But because I discarded the 3, the 5, the 1 is no longer a winning tile, which means I didn't give up the win. So that was a very good draw.
Yeah, very lucky. Nice.
Okay. But anyway, so like
with just the difference in scale, they can pay more attention to quality.
So like my dad takes a look at the avocados and he like feels for that to see if he'll get a good one, right?
Like the firmness versus the squishiness
yeah.
out of it? Okay.
I don't remember his exact procedure, but does that mean that him going to a grocer would be useless because he already has good quality? Okay, so you do know what I mean with the avocado thing, right? Does that mean that you going to a grocer for your avocado would be useless?
I'm just wondering what kind of store would it be, just an avocado store?
No, it's a grocer. It's it's probably a person who sells fruits and veggies. Although a veggie is also farmer related. I don't know. But
I think you're describing a farmer's market.
Yeah, I don't know where farmers markets play in this whole thing.
No, because like it's literally just fresh from their fields. That's why I was like, that's the only thing I'm thinking of, you know? I mean, grocer is definitely sounds right too, but again, what the fudge?
This hand could be very good anyway.
A lot of wheels.
And east, white.
You just have to pull that east.
Exactly.
The heck?
Avocados don't grow there. I mean, yeah, fair enough. But again, America, close to Mexico, we have plenty of stock.
I think a lot of the
idea
farm
of a
stock
grocer would be, yeah. Culture difference. I'll never understand it, I guess. Okay.
I don't know, like, I think just conceptually the only idea is literally you just get it from the source versus you just get it through a bunch of middlemen to that store, you know? So you don't know how fresh it was.
To me, a butcher feels like a middleman still. Or maybe not a butcher, but like a grocer or a mill, or... They still feel like middlemen.
No, that's why I said, like, I think it's pretty similar to, say, if you went to a factory that makes flour, it's just as fresh as getting it from the mill itself. Other than, like, opinion, you know, yes. No, like, that's what I meant by that. Yeah. I mean, if we're trying to think of, like, sources that you get it from, like, avocados, you just have to go to the farm itself to get the freshest avocado you can get. If you want to get, like, the freshest, I don't know, flour, you would go either the factory or the mill, whichever preferable, but, like, that's the sources, right? And for the meat, I still think butcher would be the most fresh because that's where they actually kill the animal and, like, cut them up right first. Unless you're gonna cut up the animal yourself, then the most fresh meat would be the farm.
His hand's wild, by the way.
Yeah, I see it. It's kind of crazy.
But I'm not going to be able to finish it. Oh, wait, no. I have to keep this.
No, you can't throw out the red.
I have to throw out one of these guys? I can't complete it because the two are discarded.
No, that's definitely your pair. The other two, you're gonna complete it somehow.
Please give me an east tile.
Someone just...
Please! No, somebody's definitely holding on to two of these and two of these. Darn it, I discarded this fight.
I mean, of course they won't sell it to individuals, the factory thing, but it's just like the idea of where you would get the most fresh, like, product is what the idea is, you know? I'm pretty sure it's also illegal in the US to just buy an animal to kill the animal on your own land, I think. I'm pretty sure it's illegal. So. I'm just saying, though, that
I've never heard anyone do it, so...
I know, but, like, I was trying to make a point that, like, if you want the most fresh meat, technically you could just buy it from the farmer because the freshest meat is the live animal, and then you kill it, and then the meat is already fresh, you know?
Are there rules in the US about becoming a farmer?
I think there are lots of regulations.
I've seen a lot of people, like, just generic people that we went to school with or whatever, that had pet chickens.
Yes. Licensing and certification.
Okay. Because I knew lots of people actually with pet chickens.
I think chickens are one of the few animals that are okay, but, like, animals like cows or sheep, you definitely cannot do it without any certification or, you know, licensing. Yeah. You just can't butcher at home.
So it's
at the very least, not without a vet present. That's fair.
But also,
I'm just explaining that freshness is, like, you know, you could still get it from the farmer, but, you know, just like the windmill, just like the factory thing, it's not like an option that happens.
But those butchers are still worse than, like, Kobe beef butchers. Like, that's the difference.
Yeah, but they have certifications too, don't they?
Ones.
Like, they certified that the cow was raised in such a way too, though, right?
I think so.
Or else, like,
I'm not a Kobe beef farmer.
I know you're not a beef farmer, but I remember that, like, if you want authentic Kobe's, they also give you a certificate of authenticity as well, just to
I think that's it.
Make sure you actually, that's
I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Because if they don't, then you legit can't call it Kobe meat. Oh, Kobe beef.
I draw the 2 or the 6.
Holy.
This could be good. Could definitely be good. Oh! Wait a second.
Your West tile
We're
has
cooking.
now become special.
We're
Oh
cooking.
wait, what the hell? You have triple Doras. The heck?
Yes. And it was the original. I started with the pair and I just drew this most recent one. But
Dang.
if I can just draw this 5 or 8 of the circles, then or I suppose the 6 or the 3 of these guys. There's the 5.
Well, you're ready for Ricci now.
I'm gonna do this one.
Okay, that's fair.
I just had to take a look at what the other one was.
So just a 6 or 3? Very likely a 3. There's no way someone's holding an Estrid. Oh shit, the guy DC'd.
Oh, he might discard it.
He might, or he could be holding it.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's good or bad.
They'll know which farmers to get it from. But if their farmers suck, then it doesn't matter, right?
I mean, this is why it's like you just gotta trust at that point.
Oh, that's
What
like
the
getting,
heck?
like getting another draw. What's interesting though is this guy was in first place, so it's like,
how
often do you get a DC from the guy in first place? Normally they DC because they're pissed off.
Yeah, I mean, there's also just normal DC, like, that's a
The
thing.
internet actually cut out. Actually got DDoSed.
Yeah, like, the whole point is, like, the assumption is if they suck, they would continue business. Not, if they suck, they won't continue business. They'll just swap to someone else. That's just normal,
I think I have too much distrust of the capitalist market.
Well, the US is the most ultra version of...
Oh, I'm not saying I'm wrong to be distrustful. Trust me, I would much rather be distrustful than trusting of such a horrendous system. But if you're wondering where I get this distrust from, it is almost certainly the effect of being an American.
No, gee.
Ooh. Wait, this hand's like really good.
How? You have double north.
Because
wait,
this
shit,
is
you
a
have a
half
bunch of doubles.
flush.
What the heck?
And because this
Wait,
is
yeah,
a
you're
half flush. If this becomes a 1 and this becomes a 4 or a 6 or a 9, then we are like being chilling.
Yeah.
Oh, I should discard the east.
Well, I guess you'll have to wait.
That's why I'm saying if we get, you gotta get the coin because this is east 4. Which means that if I win this hand, then I'm really thinking about the coin flip. About continuing or not, so to speak. Because on the one hand, it's actually been a decently long stream. On the other hand, you only got here a little bit ago, so...
It's fine.
Unlucky.
You don't want to stretch too much of your time,
See, here we are. Oh, I feel bad for this guy. He was in second place. And now he's in... Oh, I rescued him. He only got third. Didn't have the worst loss.
Well, he DC'd. It's unfortunate.
I'll take it. And now's where I'm flipping the coin.
You're flipping the coin? Okay.
No, you're flipping the coin. I mean, I'm making the decision to flip the coin. When have you ever been here and not flipped the coin? That'd be terrible.
The times when, it was obvious?
Yeah, no. I'm saying when has somebody other than you flipped the coin?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I flipped tails twice. So
that was our ending on a high note?
Yep, we're ending on a high note there.
Sounds good. Well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you stopped going to the fishmonger because he got it from he got bad meat. I see.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the point though. Like, if you had a bad experience, you just swap to a different business. That's all you do, you know?
Yeah. I guess the way I'm looking at it though is either I feel smarter than the butcher just for whatever reason, some hubris, that I don't need to go to the butcher, or I don't know what I'm doing and this butcher isn't gonna help me know what I'm doing, like in the situation with your fishmonger. So it's either like so in both situations I'm either getting scammed by the fishmonger or I think I'm too good for the fishmonger. But anyway, I hope your experience going to the mill tomorrow is a good one, and that you don't have to worry about these silly conversations you had with Hanamochi Kibi and Dave-san. You'll think, these idiots on the internet. The dumbass streamer I watch.
Pretending that you know it all. Oh well. Yeah.
No, I agree with you from a fundamental standpoint, but you don't understand. It's hard to stay in business for a century when you sell good stuff. It's also hard, well, unless you sell good stuff, it's also hard to stay in America. It's hard to stay in business for a day if you sell good stuff. So what I mean to say is, if you sell quality products in the US, you're gonna go out of business tomorrow. That's my belief.
My understanding
as a jaded
is
American of the capitalist system. But anyway,
as a differing perspective, I think you don't go out of business, but you don't stay there long term. That's for sure. Yeah, because like you're not gonna outcompete the quantity that the US model goes after. Because like no one really thinks about quality; they want quantity in the US. So if you can't compete that level, no matter how good your item is, it's going to go out of business eventually.
Or more like, I feel like in the US, people care about good enough.
Yeah, it's about bare minimum rather than the top, right? So, yeah. So I wouldn't say it goes out of business on day one. Those tend to be like, you know, other kind of businesses. It's just that it won't last long.
We found Wagyu beef burgers one time in Costco, and we liked it, and we went back, and it has not been there at all since. So
yep, it makes sense. I mean, it might have been like good quality, but it probably can't compete with the amount of, you know.
Yeah, people just have normal beef burgers. Who's having Wagyu?
Yeah,
other than me.
That's not true.
It was good though. It was real tender.
I would imagine, but
or like soft. It was nice.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
They're called cheesemongers? Yeah, they are called cheesemongers, huh?
Wait, what? Cheesemongers?
No, because chat was listing the various kinds of specialty shops.
Huh. Interesting.
No,
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. What is a monger? What is the root word monger again? Here, I'll look it up.
Well, you got the time.
Denoting a dealer or trader in a specific community or commodity. No, I ask because obviously you mentioned cheesemongers and fishmongers as like obvious ones, but then there's also warmongers and there's also gossip mongers.
True.
And I was trying to figure out what deal or trade, what kind of dealer or trader they are. But I guess they're dealers or traders of gossip or war.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Meat mongers? Yeah, I would believe that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll leave it at that. I'll stop complaining.
Alright.
Grumpy old dude. I never even finished what I was saying about the Olympics. Okay, I feel like if I don't finish this, then I'm gonna end on like a
Olympics.
Yeah, I talked about it before you got here, but I feel like I need to say it, or else I'm like gonna be pent up about it, like after the stream. So I'm just gonna briefly say it, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Okay?
Sure.
Because I was talking about how my dad is the kind of like ignorant racist in my opinion. So like,
okay.
So like not like the full on. And I might be just justifying it because I like my dad, but like, not the full on like
overt.
What's the word? Malicious racist, but like, you know, the classic like, they should stop. You know, people who complain about race should just suck it up and pull up their bootstraps tight. But the Olympics started yesterday, and he said this, okay? He's like, I don't know why people who can train in America and then participate for their own team. And we were like, why? Like, they're just training in America, and they're being trained by people who aren't even sponsored by the government. And he's like, well, why are we helping them beat us in medals? And it's like, one, no one's there's only so many countries that are actually competing for medals, right? Like it's like the US, and then historically, yeah, it's typically like the US, Russia, and China. And then you have people taking like small victory. Like Japan will win a bunch of the small ones. They'll win like the skateboarding ones and stuff, which is cool, but like sometimes they'll win ice skating. But like for the most part, it's like US wins like 30 medals or gold medals or whatever. Then China wins like 20 and Russia wins like 20 or something. And then all the other ones combined win like 15. But my dad's like, why are we training? Like, why are we allowing them to train in the US and then they go out and participate for their own team? So I was like, are they US citizens? No, they're citizens of their country. It's like, okay.
They don't have the obligation.
No, not only the obligation, they don't have the ability. I was like, so would you prefer that they just compete for America because they were training in America? And he's like, of course not. They're not American, not unless they become an American citizen.
Wait,
so then I was like, what?
Really confusing. That's actually very confusing at that point.
So like, he never answered this. Like, do you want them to be barred from the Olympics just because they're training in America, but they're...
I mean, my guess is if they're training in America and if it's not a public space, they probably paid to train there. So
or
I don't see
a certain coach that just lives in America is doing it out of the goodness of their heart.
I mean, either way, it just sounds kind of odd, the whole stance, I would say. That's
fair, yeah, but I don't consider population size to be that relevant when talking about Olympics. Like, I contribute to the population. I'm also like doing jack shit for my country, so. But yeah, I mean, so that was wild. I was like, so there's this basketball player. His name's Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's one of the best NBA players in the league. Another guy, Nikola Jokic, one of the best basketball players in the major leagues, the National Basketball Association. They're playing for Serbia and Greece. I was like, because they're Serbian and Greek. So I was like, so do you want them to participate for America? He's like, no, they're not American. I was like, and then I was like, well, then why can't they participate for their country? Well, because they're trained in America. I was like, what? So you just want them to not be allowed in the Olympics?
Yeah, I I can't understand the logic, to say the least.
Which is also funny because he's very like capitalist free market. But when the Olympics does something for capitalism and free market, he's like, well, the Olympics were always a show of country versus country. I was like, huh?
I mean, I guess, yes, if you think in a sportsmanship thing, not necessarily as like a, you know, head-to-head kind of thing, but okay.
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I'll never understand that train of logic. I'll keep trying, but the other thing is then I get stuck in a conversation where my dad is convinced he's right, which is a miserable one.
Yeah.
So, not sure about that. I just felt like I had to bring it up because I was talking about the Olympics earlier, and I brought up, yeah, my dad's kind of the ignorant racist. He's not really the malicious one. And then I didn't expand on it at all. So I was like, yeah, I should probably explain it a little more.
Okay. That's fair.
So, but yeah, no, that was one of the things that was really wild to me that I was like, yeah, I need to talk about this because this is kind of pissing me off.
Huh.
But
interestingly, I'm literally looking up the medals right now for the Olympics as of 2024. Japan is at 6 gold right now.
Yeah. They had a couple, like I said, this, in my opinion, kind of silly ones, but a gold's a gold. So,
yeah.
You know, I'm happy.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
You know, I always root for Japan, so on that front, like, I am happy about it, but to me...
No, I'm just surprised because it's not one of the 3 big ones, you know? That's why I was like, huh, interesting.
But what gold medals do they have?
I'm looking into it right now. One, artistic gymnastics, aquarium.
Like I said,
fencing.
Skateboarding. Yeah.
Well, skateboarding is one of them too.
Skateboarding's obvious. They're some of the best skateboarders in the world. Not sure why. Okay, artistic judo makes sense.
Judo, skateboarding, and fencing. Fencing, sure, okay.
They were 3rd in equestrian. I guess that makes sense from Uma Musume, Lamau.
Yeah.
Men's triathlon.
Well...
Oh no, this is just what they competed in.
No, if you're just looking on the Olympics.com, it actually just shows only the ones they won in, at least the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know how to read this.
All good, but like, interesting nonetheless.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah.
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 I have a swimmer competing for the Netherlands that didn't...
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's interesting. By the way, it was a...
Korea.
Oh, Korea?
Yeah, they won both men's and female archery.
Nice.
Funny. Yeah.
I heard that they're really into archery, so that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does.
But it was actually a swimmer that brought this up, by the way, because my dad's like, there's a French swimmer that's setting all kinds of records, beating Michael Phelps and stuff. And then that's why he was pissed. He's like, he was training in America. His coach was an American coach that trained Michael Phelps. I was like, well, was this coach sponsored by the American government to train only Americans? Well, no. So, like, from a free market standpoint, you're saying that it makes total sense that he would be training whoever the hell he wants. Well, yeah. But it's not country v. country, you know, like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that just still pissed me off. Like,
I would be confused if I were you. Like, it doesn't add up. Can't say pissed because, like, it's not like you can really change his mind. It's just more like, huh? But yeah, but maybe I don't get it because I'm not you.
You know, 4th place is still good. I mean, there's a lot of countries that are participating, so.
Yeah, I think like
that's
at
not
least
bad.
100, right?
Yes.
They have a lot of countries always on the running.
But there's a lot, so 4th place is good. I don't know, like, relative to your country's size, though, so. Or, like, country's competition. Like, I don't know if you were expecting to win them or not. Oh, they had a shoot-off? Wait, if they had a shoot-off versus South Korea, does that mean that they were 2nd?
So I think it was actually because the shoot off. Okay, so they had a shoot off, I believe, to fight third place. That's what it was.
Okay.
I think if that's what it was.
Oh, that's your fourth. I see. So it's semifinals. Okay, so it's semifinals 1v4, 2v3, and the winner gets to go to the finals.
Yeah, and then.
But then they also punted. They somehow made it close versus Korea, but then they punted in the losers finals. Okay.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it works. Yeah. So.
Gotcha.
Because I remember the last match for finals was between China and Korea. And Korea won out of it. That's what I remember specifically.
So who was third place?
That's a good question. I actually cannot remember that part. Because... Actually, who was third place, huh? I already closed it out.
The US has 20 total medals, but only 3 of them are gold. That's wild.
Well,
they have 9 bronze medals.
Oh, Mexico? Okay.
No.
No. It's Mexico got third.
Oh, got third. I see.
Yeah. But
that sucks. She got a flat tire. Damn. Yeah, that sucks.
Dang. Well. Yeah.
Anyway.
Alrighty.
I complained about the Olympics. Hopefully you have a good time at the Miller. And we'll see how it goes with the Olympics. I'm not really following it, but you know, maybe I'll give periodic updates, and maybe my dad will say something funny again that I'll bring up. But
oh yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Winter's a little more entertaining.
My greatest Olympic memories is the Mario and Sonic Olympic games. Nintendo DS games. Those were the bomb. I will say though, right? Mario and Sonic at the Summer Olympic Games was better than the Winter Olympic game one.
No, I see.
But as an event, I don't know. Fair enough. But anyway, we'll see. We'll keep tracking the Olympics. My next stream will probably be Wednesday. It'll probably be a Wuthering Wednesday, which means Wuthering Waves. And then I really, really, really hope to. But that makes sense. Yeah. But I really, really hope to do a karaoke stream this week. I've been so off of it, so I hope that I can kind of come back with one, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah. Probably next stream, Wuthering Wednesday, Wuthering Waves. Got some stuff to catch up on. Haven't been doing the events. I want to kind of make sure I do those. So looking forward to that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I know I haven't been streaming as much as I try to for this month, so hopefully I'm gonna pick it up next month. Not to mention next month is also like my channel and like my 1 year posting TikToks anniversary. So, or it's what I consider the anniversary of my channel, because I kind of resurrected an old one I had. So the actual timing of it is probably closer to February, but kind of the first. I consider my debut in August, end of August. So hopefully I'll be streaming more in August.
Post.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll be streaming more in August. I hope. I always say that I have some stuff in the works, and I do. So hopefully some of those will come out by my anniversary. But I know I've been a little bit off on my posts, so hoping to get more back on track in the next month. You guys can maybe keep me honest on that. But I'm looking forward to continuing more streaming. But I had a good stream. We ended up I think we got. Yeah, we ended with 2 firsts. So we're up like 30 points today.
Oh yeah.
So on that note, we're going to be ending today's on a pretty good note. Decent mahjong. Thank you so much, Dave, for coming. Dave-san.
Absolutely.
And then thank you all for coming in chat as well. It was a very fun time, start to finish. So, yeah. でも、というわけで配信終わりたいと思います。今日は、めっちゃ楽しかったし、いい麻雀出て嬉しかったです。次の配信多分、水曜日の、名調をしたいと思うんだけど、この土曜日に絶対カラオケ配信が欲しいんです。2週間後はめっちゃ、カラオケをミスしてしまいましたので、今度こそ今週絶対配信したいと思います。でもその前に名著な配信があると思うので、絶対聞いてくれたら嬉しいです。でも配信終わりたいと思います。みんな聞いてくれてありがとうございました。それでは、じゃあね。